Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. Last time we fought in a trial by combat to defend Alphino and Tataru, who were accused of consorting with heretics. By a member of the Pope's personal guard. Now, we know that the Pope is under Asian influence. We saw that a long time ago. And we really never have seen any, more direct effects of that. But it's possible this whole personal guard accusing them and trying to get them, get them in a little trouble. Maybe that's related. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fortom Manor. The Count has done so already and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. You got it. Yeah, we got the Black Chocobo as a mount, which apparently can fly, but we need to attune to ether currents in each area. And I don't know if once we do that, the Black Chocobo will be the only one that can fly, or any mount that I have can fly. Aluna smiles on us yet again, Master Mangg, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess, I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heaven's Ward while the city's elite looked on. By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. My lord! We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence the Archbishop requests the presence of Master Mangg. An invitation from the Archbishop! What an honor. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Master Mangg. We shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside. Dude, I don't give a shit about your Pope. I don't believe in your religion. I only believe in Rhalgr. Motherfucking Rhalgr. Okay. So... But hey, if the man wants to see me, I'll let him. Dressed like a clown. We are honored to receive you, Master Mangg. This way, please. Now, I would hope that this is voice acted.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise.
It's fucking Palpatine, man.
I am Thorin VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve ISHGARD, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now, tell me, young man, what do you know of the Asians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder, being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
Dude is selling me bullshit. I don't like. Might as well put the hat on now. If we're gonna look like a clown, you gotta commit. ridiculous. I mean, I know it's a common joke that, like, when leveling up in an MMO, you look just ridiculous and like a clown, but god damn, they committed to it.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced.
He was consorting with demons.
By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to ISHGARD as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Rauburn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account.
Okay, it's also like your friend, you know.
Lord Orchiffon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Rauburn.
Lucky number 7. Oh, we got Unbeliever. Okay, that's all right. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit LIMSALOMINSA. Ah, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Fortom and a Laminsan consortium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Rauburn. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in LIMSALOMINSA, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthael at Bulwark Hall in the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. Back to old LIMSALOMINSA. Yep, let's do it.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
You changed like everyone's voice actor.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Alphino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seedseer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Rauban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Rauban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Rauban had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Rauban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Rauban's survival is vital to the Eorzean alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops into Uldar. 'Twould spell the end of the alliance, and war, like as not. If there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in a kitchen. Alright, peace out. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Upstairs. Oh. Oh, whoops. Upstairs. Okay. Master Mangg, I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh, words cannot well express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the rising stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in Revenant's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. You've done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Good. Pay me. 1,600 bucks. Search of Raubahn. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from LIMSALOMINSA that you were searching for General Raubahn. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell in the Marasaja pit. At the same juncture, Yuhaze and the 3rd Unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice it to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek out Deware at Highbridge, where I too am bound. Alright. Peace out. So good to fly. I've been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. Yuhaze and his men are bound for Halatali. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hosen is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let us make haste and join him. Okay. Halatali. Sure is good to fly. Let me just snag this real quick, which I believe is Halatali hard mode. Yep. I haven't done any of the hard dungeons. I probably should give them all a try. So much to do in this game! Come at a good time, my friends. But moments ago, the traitor Ilberd arrived and entered Halatali. From this, we may be certain that General Raubahn is being held within. Keeping the flame alive. There's no time to lose. General Aldine may be executed at any moment. You must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you are ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. Do it. We're going to be killing Crystal Braves? Oh, damn. Nice.
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
Lady Ugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Rauban is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozan, the three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Dowade and Higiri with you.
Damn!
With me!
All right, let's do it. Let us do it. Gonna murder all these Crystal Braves. Assholes. Why do they have so much health?
Away with you!
All right. There you go. You just gotta hit a lot of buttons. That does the trick. Damn it, he's getting healed. Okay, he's dead.
Leave this to me.
Robot. That's interesting. They're using a dungeon as a quest setting. Why not? I mean, it's already designed and built. Robot. He is bound by some manner of magitech device, yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. I have heard of such devices. The Crystal Braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. That will not be necessary. It's gonna be Ilberd. Oh, you Hayes. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer for long. This poison will convey you swiftly under the bosom of Thal, where I hope to join you. after the passing of many prosperous years. Pull out my fucking Glock. Oh shit, we gotta destroy the cell. I can do that, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. Push them buttons, boy. Push them buttons. Got it. Okay. Braves have the key, yeah. I killed a bunch of Braves. It really done poison this whole place, man. Gotta sprint. Jams. Those are not Crystal Braves. We're on the right track, though, I think. I hope. Something here, perhaps? Oh, there it is. I see it. Just got some jams in our way. Alright, let's get this one too. I'll show you how we deal with this shit. Done. Humming atomizer. Blow it to Kingdom Come. And done. Still need that key, though. Alright, shoot that conjurer in the fucking face. Bring out the turret. There we go. And now your turn. Pushed all the buttons. Push all the buttons. So many buttons getting pushed. That's how it's done, baby. Got it. Nice. Now we run back. Sort of an epic quest here. It's interesting. Realm Reborn skimmed out on like practically all combat. It was pretty rare. But Heavensward, they wanna get you back in the fight with some epic little pieces here. Some epic quests. I can dig it. I like shooting things in the face. Here you go, man. One-armed Raban to go. My thanks. Slowly, General. You are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known. What are clever contrivances to the warrior of light? Well done, hero. Ilbert. You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, scions. Let's get this over with. Who the fuck do you think you are, dude? No one has ever taken me down, including gods, and an Ultima weapon. You think you're gonna be the one? Oh my god, they got the whole gang here. Alright, healer dies first, of course. And then, I guess, Yu Haze next.
I have you now.
Okay, I don't know what that means. Let's
It is nothing.
let's do this. 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 Just push a lot of buttons. Things will die. It's usually what happens. Boom, dead. Bring out the turret. Bring out the turret. Very good. Very good. Oh, it's just Ilbert. Are you still so confident, buddy? So confident? Now that I have a fucking gun in my hands? You don't know what you're doing.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Yeah. How about I shoot you in the face? Enough said, right? I mean, he's putting up a fight. I've shot him many times. He has been shot many times, still going, but not for long.
Amigo!
No, Alamigo. You are dead. You're an asshole.
This changes nothing.
It is over, Ilbert. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lad, you'd best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used by the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves? They none of them care a whit what you want, only what you can do for them.
Well, now that is true. He does bring up a good point.
And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland, and I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act. How are we ever to reclaim our homeland? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
You'll not get away!
Shoot him in the back.
No, Master Alpha, no. Now is not the time.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. I'm in your debt.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
On your feet, gladiator. This fight is not over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lad. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without.
Fucking Lalafell walking animation is so absurd. The general is safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. Then Ilberd and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. General Alden, I presume, and the scions of the Seventh Dawn. Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sands. Know that Master Orange awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you. General Alden, if you will come with me, I have prepared a carriage, that you may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. Why would we trust this dude? Okay. What? I have spoken with Orange via Link Pearl. He confirms the man's story. Raubahn is in safe hands. Let us make our own way to Vesper Bay. Alright, so I actually put away those vouchers into storage, because I didn't think we'd ever really use it again. But it's not like it's a long flight. and you can see what it looks like flying over. I remember spending a lot of time grinding fates in this area. And leveling just took so long back in the day. Like, you know, typical MMO. Really lets you appreciate how it is now, though.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Pippin, my son, and Master Papashan besides.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance? Of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Well, why would you, like, spasm out like she did? If you were just, like, falling asleep.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Dude, he saved her life.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
She's alive, huh? I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved most prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raoban, we have taken a vital first step towards resolving matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, Mangg. Thank you. Alrighty, and we get a ring, but it's all 115 stuff. I already have these rings. So whatever. Jailbreak. Title The Redeemed. Ooh. Even cooler. Mangg the Redeemed. Alright. To siege or not to siege? Taru? Yes, General Raoban is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well. We shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravanians are preparing to resume their siege of the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Tarupin and the others to investigate, and return with all haste to ISHGARD. Nod. Alright. Back to the north. Ethernet. Last vigil. Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raoban short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Harshafan was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head in. Do it. Let's do it. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I'm sure you are now aware, the Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Master Mangg, Master Leveler, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. When the observatorium's bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to ISHGARD, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice: to remain in a besieged Ishgard, or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Mangg? I would stay and fight. And fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in their hour of need. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. I mean, we knew we were entering a country at war, so you know.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not?
Yeah, sort of.
Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
Whoa.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your alarms if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emeric. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
We have chosen a difficult road. Yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emeric will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Fort Taunt Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. Alright. Congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. Which is, Now, where you at? Yeah, I would speak with him. Speak with him good.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Alrighty. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive ISHGARDian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Travanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady ISHGARD, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Of course, they have a round table.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
What the fuck? What's going on there? Alrighty, well, leave it off here. Plenty more Heavensward to go, don't fret. And I'm sure this is all just gonna go to shit. So that's nice. That's very nice. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Final Fantasy XIV. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.